I really wish I could have gotten an invite to the Lost Weekend. The Lost Weekend happened to be like 60 years ago, and it was this massive party that Frank Sinatra threw for Rosalind Russell's 25th anniversary. But still, I want to get in the DeLorean, and I want to go back. Frank wanted to invite 300 people. Roz was like, if we invite 300, we're gonna have to invite 500 because someone's gonna get left out. And then we're gonna have to invite like 1,000 people. So no, 25 years, 25 couples, that's it. That's what I say. Before we go to the party, we kind of need to rewind and learn how Roz and Freddie met. In 1940, Freddie, who was European, was on a boat coming over to America. It was 16 days long. And every single night, they played the women. And Roz's character is a very wacky gal. When he got off the boat, his friend came and picked him up, and he's like, I'm either gonna kill that girl or I'm gonna marry her. During this time, Roz is filming His Girl Freddie with Cary Grant. And one night, he's like, hey, do you wanna go to dinner? And she's like, yeah, boy, I sure do wanna go to dinner with you because you're a cutie. So she gets all ready, they go to dinner. Guess who's there? Dude from the boat that happened to be Cary Grant's friend. So Roz and Freddie end up hitting it off, obviously. They end up getting married in Solvang in 1941, and Cary Grant's their best man. Yeah. Okay, back to the shindig. Roz and Frank write this itinerary for their invites that go out to the 25 couples. Only 41 people show up. Hey man, people get divorced. Whatever, I don't know. Anywho, this itinerary, to me, as an eldest daughter, is a dream. What do you mean? You want me to go on a 3-day party and everything's planned? Already, reason number 1 million for me to go. The thing is, part of this itinerary is a joke. But these people, these Hollywood people who are super competitive in nature, don't understand that. So they literally thought there was going to be a relay race all the way out to Lake Mead from the Sands Hotel. No, there was not. By the way, on the itinerary, it says Silent Sam. That's Freddie's nickname because he was known for being a real chatty Cathy. You know how those Europeans are. So the way everything went down is, if you were in California, you were gonna meet up at Roz and Freddie's house. There's gonna be caviar and champagne. Now, I'm sure you want me to do some name dropping, so here we go. Cary Grant's, the Dean Martins, the Jimmy Stewarts, William and Edie Getz. She was one of the daughters of Louis B. Mayer. We've talked about her before. And a group 10 more, like a buttload of people. Basically a party bus full of people. So they all got on the party bus and they're tooted and booted and they start singing and it's already a good time. So they go to the airport. Frank Sinatra had rented a DC-9 to take them to Vegas. Yay. Once they were in Vegas, they met with the East Coast part of the party. That would be Claudette Colbert, Pat Kennedy, Al Lerner, Broadway people. And they all met up in Vegas at the Sands. So Frank had the top 3 floors of the Sands reserved for this entire party. During the day, Roz said that if you wanted to go golfing or tennis or whatever, Frank would make the arrangements. I feel like one of his minions would have done that, but whatever. That's very nice. The dinner extravaganza was on Saturday night. So they took over the Grand Ballroom at the Sands Hotel, and everything was silver themed. There was an 8-piece orchestra who played like 9 songs in between courses. So salad course, 9 songs, which I think is really great and stretches out the party. And they really didn't need help stretching out the party because there were so many singers in the room and songwriters. So they did the song from the musical Mame, which Roz did not do. She said she didn't want to do it because she already did the play and the movie Anti-Mame, which is superior. She did mention that anytime there was a song that came up that was sentimental, which is like most songs from that era, everyone would like ooh and ah because it brought up some memory from them, which is really sweet because there's a lot of like couples who were together for a long time, like Jimmy Stewart. The other set of couples that were there, like Cary Grant and Frank Sinatra, they had just gotten married, like right, almost that year, I think, 1966, 1967. So they were feeling lovey-dovey as well because of all this. The entire theme was kept with silver for the silver wedding anniversary. So the tables were all like white and silver, white flowers. The place cards I thought were adorable. So they had silver like double picture frame. On one side was Roz and Freddie, the other side was whatever couple was supposed to be seated at that. She went through all of her old scrapbooks and found like personal photos that she had with these people, which I thought was really touching. So in addition to that cute little place card, all the gentlemen at the party got sterling silver cigarette boxes with like Roz and Freddie 25th anniversary and the date engraved on them. And then the women got silver little pocketbooks with 25 silver dollar pieces in them to go gamble or whatever. Like, I will take 25 silver dollars any day over like Jordan almonds. You can keep those. Save your money. No one wants those at your weddings and anniversaries. Cary Grant's wife at the time, Diane Cannon, said that it was a bacchanal, the party. Roz said that she was at the party until 2 a.m., but she didn't go to bed until 4. Like, she kept partying elsewhere until 4 a.m. That's a damn good party, if you ask me. And I know, like, maybe not a lot of people know that Roz and Frank Sinatra were really good friends, but he had a lot of, like, women friends who didn't want to bang him. Like, Roz, no interest. She was older than him, like, they were buddies, and he adored her. He was the one who gave her humanitarian award at the Oscars. She had done a lot of work for arthritis. Like, if you ever see a photo of her where she's kind of puffy, that's because she has arthritis. Roz's gown was created by this designer named Galanos. He was really good friends with Roz. He was like the only person outside of her family who knew that she had breast cancer. So he did a lot of things to like help conceal that because she was sensitive to it. I get it. Everyone handles things differently. It was a beautiful white gown with like beads all down the front. I don't think people talk about him enough because he ended up designing a lot of Nancy Reagan's dresses when she was in the White House. And people don't necessarily love her, but he did great work. So I'm a real big fan of him. You know, some people might think it's weird to talk about a party that happened like 60 years ago, but I don't know. I would love to go to a party that cost $25,000 in 1966, so that's like 250 grand now. I think I have been to one party that cost that much. I will tell you, I still think that a party with Sinatra and Dean Martin and Jimmy Stewart and Cary Grant and all these people would beat out the party I went to. I know, not even probably, I know, because I went to that party. I think it's interesting to see people who've been friends for decades do a party like this because they have so many memories, and I just wonder if that's gonna happen for our generation because everyone's on their freaking phones all the time and not actually in the moment of the party. If you like this, awesome. I'm gonna keep talking about old Hollywood stuff because that's what I like to talk about. If you didn't like it, you don't need to tell anyone that you have bad taste. Just keep it to yourself and you can scroll along. Thank you.